to Bala Sports. How you guys doing? John, what's going
What's
on,
going
brother?
on, everybody? Chilling, my man. How are you, my guy? How are you in
I'm
this
doing good,
beautiful
man.
evening?
Can't complain. Bless. So
Heard
it
that,
is,
heard
but
that.
but
Always.
unfortunately, man, earlier was they make the day go long for me, man. And they even just started to, you know, everything just
Fact.
um
Yeah, man. I didn't get to really see the game, you know what I'm saying? But I saw the highlights, and like we were talking about, before we went live, man. It was, we shot ourselves in the foot. Some of those were inexperienced mistakes. I think the first goal coming off of Chalaba, I think that can happen to anybody. He's doing his job, being a defender, doing what he needs to do, be in the box and defend. I mean, just happen to bounce off of him. That's something I can forgive.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate you
saying?
going
The
straight to the
situation
game,
with
man. I appreciate you going straight to the game. I appreciate you want to get it off your chest. I appreciate you just want to go be like, because
yeah,
this
man. Because I'm
performance,
like,
it was a little frustrating, especially, for me, myself. But, man, let me tell the audience what we're talking about, man. Bayern Munich defeat Chelsea 3-1 in the Champion League, league phrase and opener. Chelsea, after how many
yeah,
years not been in the Premier, the Champion League, our first game in the Champion League. But you don't win the Champions League through the league phrase. You win it through.
in the first game.
Yeah, but it was a stunner though. I mean, it was one of the performances where you gotta, like you say, man. You already started, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell me, man. What's your take on that game, brother?
But yeah, like I said, you know what I'm saying. With Chalaba, I can forgive him for that. You know what I mean? You're doing your job. You're defending. You just happen to be in a spot where the ball happen to ricochet off of you, go inside, boom. That's fine. The second one where Casado kind of huck tying, down Harry Kane. I mean, you're blocking his path. You're reaching over his leg. I think if he would have got maybe a toe poke at the ball, maybe I could have been like, all right, I could argue for that. But I mean, the fact that not getting there and inexperience, obviously, what I'm saying, I can't hold the guy. I think he was trying to defend. He was being tough. Harry Kane, what we all know, he's a big, strong guy. You know what I'm saying, especially
Right.
in that box in the final third. So to have him in that position defending, I mean, it tells you that Casado's always there defending, but today it just wasn't his day. It cost us a penalty, and then we all know that Harry Kane is straight up killer when he's on the freaking from the spot. So, and then the third goal, man. I mean, that back pass by Malo Gusto, bro. I'm like, at that
Lazy.
point, just clear the ball. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's just like I get it. It might be the first game with the Champions League or this and that, whatever. But you still got to go out there and show up. And thank God for Cole
Right.
Palmer. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the start of the game. Him and Sanchez, having some great saves throughout the game to keep us in the game because he kept us in the game. I'm not
You
gonna
see,
lie, he
you
had
see
some
right there when you said
decent
about Cole
saves.
Palmer, man, you setting me up to say something I shouldn't say. And then everybody
Oh yeah,
that
what's that?
know me know that, if I got a guy like if I got defensive midfielders like Casado, now we got Reece James in this game
Mm-hmm.
with a starting lineup, so the way they set up is basically,
Right.
helping Cole Palmer to do the work that
Yeah,
he
the
can't
freedom.
do, which is a defensive, and to free him to be what he gotta be. So I expect Cole Palmer to score. It was a beautiful goal. I'm not gonna take that away from him.
Oh,
But by
facts.
the same
Oh,
time, like,
absolutely.
I mean, I'm not a guy. I'm more of a do your job because other people like sacrificing to do some of the work that you
Facts.
supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? So like when I say that,
Right,
people
right.
will be like, "Oh, why you taking Cole Palmer shine away from him?" I'm not taking the shine away from him. He's
No, I
our best
completely
player.
understand.
He's our best player, but I'm not gonna say he's the
Hmm.
most important player. But don't mean to cut you up because I'm always gonna,
No,
you know,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's. I mean, it was glad to have him back. Obviously, you can see he definitely. If we were a different team when he's out there, and it shows today
right,
the move. I mean, we could have easily been up easily. You know what I'm saying? Where Enzo got the ball in the cross from Cole Palmer. In my opinion, the extra
right,
touch was unnecessary. Hit it first
right,
time. Hit it first
right,
time. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Even if he says that I lead you, you keeping the goalkeeper, letting them know that we're here. We're gonna we here to play.
right.
Um, Besides that, I didn't really see anything from anybody. I mean, like I said, I only saw highlights, so I can't really comment like say hit this and that. But for what I saw, I mean, they look like they put a lot of pressure on us, and we cracked under that pressure. We gave the ball away too many times in our own half, very close to the final third. They put us in bad positions, and a lot of times we gave away a lot of corners, and and I'm not gonna look. Today was a good day to have Sanchez back there because he did a lot of cleaning.
Right.
He came out punching balls, going full dive for the ball and stuff like that. So, but it was just an all around. If I'm looking at the team all around, it was not a successful game. Even with Cole Palmer having his little shine moment, and he could have had 2 goals even though he was offside. But besides that, he was the only spark in the field.
True.
Everybody else just seemed kind of be stagnant or kind of just going with the motions. I know we were playing Bayern Munich. I know they're dominating. They have a fantastic team. Everybody scores. They put on a show every time they're playing. But at the same time, I mean, we got to go out there and show up and do our job as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
I
we
mean,
have a deep team. Adding, like you said, with the Reece James in the midfield. I didn't like that. I felt like Reece James should have been in the back. I mean, you're trying to keep down Olise and Luis Diaz. I mean, these guys are, we know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They
right.
they 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 ballers. You know what I'm saying? You need that experienced defender back there. So I think that Malo Gusto was a bad choice. And obviously it cost us because he's the one that gave away and pretty much put the nail in the coffin for us late in the game. They pretty much just put it out of reach for us and just kind of kill the rest of whatever spirit we had left. So
Fact.
I'm
You
disappointed
know,
with that. I think he should have just went normal, man. He should
I,
have would have went with Neto or even get us, or even give Sancho the start, whatever. Put him up in there. So, bro, you brought him in here, put him in the field, let
you
him
mean
show what the hell he been talking about. They say he could
Garnacho.
do. Put him out there, even if in the first half.
Right. Now let's
Mm-hmm.
start from the beginning with this game,
Absolutely.
right? So when you
That's
when the starting lineups drop, I say, okay, we going to so we're gonna get the same starting lineup that we did against PSG, basically, right? Of course, But with our Sanchez being the
mm-hmm.
goalkeeper, of course, Cucurella playing the position, Tosin, which I think is a suspect nowadays. Chalabadi had the best of game at all. I think his lack of concentration
Yeah.
when the boy hit him in the knee, because that's how they conceded. I mean, that's how we conceded the first goal, which is in the 20th minute with Chalaba's home goal. I feel like as a defender, you don't at least clear the ball out, like you mentioned earlier about Malagusto. And with the starting lineup going down there,
Facts.
it's a good back line. That you got Reece James and Caicedo playing the pivot role, which is excellent because we've seen it at what he has done for
Mm-hmm.
against PSG, which was the top team at that time.
Right.
And then we got Enzo playing the number 10, Cole Palmer on the right, Neto on the left, and Joao Pedro, which I don't think is 100% healthy. I believe even Enzo Marasco has say that through his previews. I mean pre-conference, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he said that he's not 100% healthy. I think he got the knock from when he was an international break with Brazil, and I actually watched that game. I was surprised that he didn't, like, he really didn't get hurt. But going back to the game, man, like in the 20th minute with Chalaba's own goal, and the 27th minute with Hurricane from the PK, as you mentioned about Casado. Casado, you gotta do better than that, bro. I love you. I got I think you were one of the
Mm-hmm.
most important players, if it's not the most important player in that position, because we need player like you in that position to help us defend and organize things back there. But that was a
Absolutely.
stupid mistake, man. You can't be doing that, especially not in that situation. I know you're trying to go for the ball. I understand that, but you in the box, and we
Mm-hmm.
all know as any player, you touch them in the box, they're going
Right.
down because they gotta look for the PK. That's how
So
you win. I
we
mean,
want
it
that.
is what it is. But
That's
and
how it is.
then of course, in this after that, Chelsea respond quick with Cole Palmer scoring. Well placed goal. I love the fact that he knows his placement. It's not about power with this guy. This guy's just genius when he comes to the ball on his feet. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
placement was beautiful. I was like, oh, Chelsea coming back. I'm screaming. This
It
is what we
really
gotta do.
was.
We're doing the comeback. What do you know? Second half, Hurricane score again in the 63rd minute. Malagusto, as you mentioned. Come on, dude, man. That was a bad touch, and you trying to pass it back by sliding when you got an all by unit players around
Bad.
you.
Yeah, man.
Now, this is where I go back to
That's a
Enzo
fact.
Marasca as a head coach. Like me and you spoke about this a couple times before in the past. I like the dude, but sometimes his
Mm-hmm.
stubbornness and the way that he do things, like the substitutes was taking so long. Something needed to change in
Yeah.
that game. And I think that NATO is being doing great for us, but, but at this moment, I thought that he was going to sub him out. At least bring in Garnacho, somebody exciting, or even Estevar, somebody that could
Right.
take the defenders on one on one. And the whole thing just went down in the way we're like, okay, what are you gonna do now, head coach? Plan A is not working. In the first 20 minutes, don't get me wrong, plan A was working fine.
Right.
Like you mentioned earlier, man. I feel like Enzo should have put us up 1-0. I don't know what he want to do the extra touches for, man. You right in front of the goal. And he's been great. Not
Hmm.
gonna crucify him for one game. Not gonna do that. But this is a
Right.
lesson learned for Chelsea moving forward, bro. This is the Champion League. You're playing against Bayern Munich. And what Bayern Munich did this weekend was before this game is that the same starting lineup that scored 5 goals are the ones that starting in this game.
Hmm.
Now we're gonna get to why Enzo didn't put our starting lineups there over the weekend against Brentford that cost us 2 points. But going back to this game, is like you made the substitute. Now, Luis Diaz was cooking Malagusto on
Yeah.
defense. Malagusto was great at attacking right back. He was doing great in attacking field, but you also need to defend because you're going against world class
Defend.
players
Yes,
like Luis Diaz.
that's the issue.
Right. And I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah, I'm
right, all
starting.
right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I starting to see what people were saying too. That like when we first got him coming from the French league, they were like, "Oh, he's just a fast ride back. They can just cross the ball well." And I'm like, no, give him a chance. He's young. He's young. He's still learning the game. But now I'm starting to see us like, where's the defensive? Where's the defensive job at?
Right.
I get it. You could run. You know what I'm saying? You could cross the ball. You even had to put yourself in position where you had the opportunity, to get a shot at goal. But where is the defensive
Right.
part of the game? You know what I'm saying? That's very important. Like you say, if you're running forward to attack, you got to be able to run back and defend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then if you find yourself in a position when you have two people on you and you about to give the ball away, man, just kick it out. You already losing. Or matter of fact, I'll be at the point as I do, I'll take a yellow card out. Yeah, I'll pull one of the guy's legs or something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'll take one for the team instead of kicking the ball back and putting my whatever little back line was left back there, putting my goalkeeper under pressure. And you see what happened.
Yeah.
Harry Kane ain't gonna miss.
Exactly.
He's not gonna
And
miss.
then
In a
and then
position like that, you give him the ball.
right, and then the
Go
way
ahead.
that Luis Diaz was cooking Malagusto, that you seen Reece James actually drifting to that side a little bit or whatnot. Now, what does that do in the middle? And then Hurricane is one of the best strikers off the ball because he knows how to drop back and get the ball and come. So now we have Elise going through the middle. Now we got a Harry Kane going through the middle. Now we got a what's the other guy named Serge? What's the Whatever. The other player just going straight to the middle. This a top
Oh,
world class players. You feel me? So now you get this thing going. So now
mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Enzo Morasco. Now you made the substitute, but instead you take Reece James out and keep Malagusta that was getting cooked. I'm thinking like, yo, you gotta
Yeah.
drop
See,
Reece James to go back
that's
to the position to play defense, and
uh,
which he's also great at
facts.
crossing the ball in the box.
Yes,
And you sub him out to keep Malagusta,
and he
who
can
was getting
score.
cooked.
I know.
And then drop at that. I was thinking like, okay, he's gonna put
Yeah,
Reece James and then sub Malagusto out, then drop Enzo back to play the number 8 role, put Cole Palmer to play number 10, and then put Esther William or Garnacho out there in the wings for us to get back in this game. But now he take forever to make the substitutes, and when he do make the substitute, he took the wrong guy out. Now this is the first Champion League
they're the
game.
wrong ones.
This is the first
Yeah,
Champion League game. I'm not gonna crucify the guy, but I
right.
dislike his style sometimes, bro. Plan A is not working. Where's
Yeah,
Plan
no, like
B at, bro?
today, he
You
really,
know?
yeah, he really messed up today, man. That really, like you
Yeah.
said, that was a great point that you made because by Reese James having to drift in there to help out Malagusto is the same reason why Casado was in the position he was in because he had to, you know what I'm saying, step in there now and take him on his own because he's dealing with the whole midfield while he's running over
Right.
there trying to help this guy out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, I would have been great to see Reese James drop into there, Malo Gusto get out, Enzo back there, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Cole Palmer number 10 and Stevao or Garnacho come in the wing and just
Right.
go back to what we've been doing. Well, what has been working,
Right.
but I mean, like you said, the substitutions were late and I mean, like
You
you said,
know,
lesson learned is the first game.
yeah, it's because like people are
So I
arguing with me
mean,
when I was reading them this stats right here, bro. Like I don't understand. I know a lot of people want to see Chelsea fail because some of these guys probably didn't even watch the game. All they see is the score line that Chelsea lost. Rightful so, bro. Say what you got
Right.
to say. But when you look at the whole thing, is that the first goal was an own goal. The second goal was a stupid mistake by
Hmm.
Caicedo's fouling Harry Kane in the box. The way he went, and then you got a Malagusto assistant to Kane, basically, and
Yes.
that's dude. You giving Kane the
Right.
ball to use his body weight against our defenders. Now, don't get me wrong. Our center backs, we could blame them all they want, bro, but there's nothing you could do with that with Harry Kane. The way he got, he
Yeah,
just
coming
fucking
at you.
Harry Kane, bro. This guy's gonna score hundreds and hundreds of goals. He been doing this
No
for a
matter what.
long time against us.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is what 10 goals he scored against us in his whole career since Tottenham days. But it is
Hmm.
what it is at this
Yeah.
point, man. But I'm not gonna be too upset because we did compete. We did show that we're capable, but
Mhm.
the inexperience really hurt us today
But I
at
mean,
this buy.
that's a fact. But I mean, to to the point that you made about the goals that they score. I mean, if you really think about it, only one of them was from open play. You know what I'm saying? Because the
Right,
other one was just a cross. The other one was a penalty. And even though the other one was a mistake, it was an actual mistake, it was the only one that actually happened during playtime.
right,
That they actually got the ball and score. So besides that, it's not like they went in, they just completely beat us down and they were just scoring all willy nilly. They pretty much scored because we gave them the ball.
yeah,
Because if we wouldn't have given them the ball or put ourselves in that position where we were and towards our backs, they were putting pressure on it when we had the ball in their half. So I think that discombobulated the guys itself a little bit. But
right,
besides that, there was no open field goals. It's not like they were breaking us down to the point where everybody be like, oh, see, they got beat up because no, we lost because our own mistake. We shot ourselves in the foot.
we did,
But it's a lesson learned, and we just know that from here we just got to do better. Make sure
right,
that we don't make this kind of mistakes when it comes down to what players how we put it in the field, and understand also who we're playing and who we
fact.
putting out there to be able to compete against their other opponent number that's going to be across from them. So it is what it is. I take it. I mean, I didn't think that I was expecting maybe a draw, but I already knew that Bayern Munich they've been cooking. And I mean, the addition to Luis Diaz also made them even more prolific going forward. So I mean, I knew it was
Don't
going to
forget
be a
about
tough game
Olise,
for
bro.
us.
Olise
But
was cooking us, bro. Like,
yeah,
this guy.
Olise's a beast, bro. Like
Yeah.
that kid is nasty, man. I'm telling you, he's good. He's really good. That was a hell of a pick when he left Crystal Palace. I felt like damn,
Right.
but it is what it is. I take it. I'm not gonna sit here and cry and whine and blame. Oh my god, no, I take it. We lost 3-1. It is what it is. At least
Now
we,
with
we
the
could have had
first
two
with
goals. Actually, it could have been 3-3 if Enzo would have got the first one. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Enzo would have
And
got
then
the first one. Cole Palmer would have not been offside. With boom, 3-3 right there.
because though that could have went it our way. So if we would have scored first, and Enzo, I don't know why he double touched. I don't know why he
First,
get an extra touch in that. Just shoot, bro. Like, he was right there. You got him right where you wanted to be.
just shoot
But
it.
not another. I mean, it is what it is at this point because the game is over and we know what happened,
Right.
and we know, like, as a Chelsea fan, like, yo,
Facts.
no, with this lineup, hopefully next time he see what he see what we saw, which is Malagusta, the one that need to come out. But the first half, I think, that's what the performance in the first half. That's what we got to build on moving forward. This weekend we got a Manchester United, and
Right.
Manchester United versus Chelsea's, no matter what the roster is like or the
It's
squad is, it's always gonna be a tough game.
yo
Because this been going on for years. It's what is
facts.
1-1. Or they beat us sometimes,
Oh
most of
yeah.
the times. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, first half
Yeah.
performance, I take that. But with all of this, for me, it's just by me the experience. That's what the difference was. When they clinched it, and I'm not saying they were a better
Yeah.
team,
Absolutely.
but
They took advantage of the
in
mistakes.
although in the second half, I don't know what the hell happened. Like Cole Palmer said, I don't know what happened in the second half with us. It's like, yo, everybody was gas out. And again, let's not forget again what we playing at. We playing in their home, in their home. After what happened in
Oh
2012, there's
yeah.
no way they think
Yeah.
we think that we just gonna show up here in Bayern Munich and
Oh,
perform.
dude,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Like, it's gonna be tough.
They're never gonna forget that night.
Hell no.
They're never gonna
but
forget that night, man.
but
Never.
rightful so, man. Give them a lot of credit. They take, hey, they execute. They take what we give them and they make something out of it, and they come out of here 3-1. Man, congratulations to Vincent Company and the
Exactly.
rest of the squads. But talk to me, man. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
the rest of the
absolutely,
games or not,
absolutely.
but few things happened. Liverpool won 3-2. Of course, that was a great
Yeah,
game. PSG murder 4-0. I, Ajax and Inter game is another
yeah, I
game I was
saw
paying
that.
attention to, but oh God, man,
Excuse me.
Chelsea need to get this shit together, man. You know,
I
I
mean, like you said, it's the first game. We just gotta learn. We gotta learn from this. Strap our boots and just get ready for the next one. Right now, our concentration's got to be on Man U. Like you said, even though they're struggling for some freaking reason, every time that we face them, they seem to become like one of the best teams in the Premier League. All of a
fact.
sudden, everybody's defending correctly. It just happens to go great, and it always turns out to be an amazing game. So I can't wait to watch that game, and I'm hoping the boys can bounce back and take 3 points. I don't know, are we home or are we at the bridge or are we at the Theater of
I
Dreams? Because
guess
I'm not really sure
Benfica, and
what the
guess
game is
who's
at.
back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Who's gonna be at the bridge managing Benfica against us? Jose Marino is back. He's gonna be yo. That would be so funny. Get me? I can't wait. Marino's coming back
Oh,
to a
he took
different
over the
place.
Benfica job.
He took over the Benfica job. I think it happened today.
He's a
We
fucking
got
god over there, bro.
right, man. This motherfucker, man. 20 years later, or
Nice, nice. I didn't
25
hear
years
that, bro.
later.
So congratulations to the yeah, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's
the
crazy. I think
special one,
25
man.
years
I'm
later.
here
Yeah, I
because
think it was 2002. Benfica offered him
I believe
his first managing job, and then 2025. It was September 20, 2005. I mean 2000, and then now September 19 or 20, and they coming back to, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy.
man. That's the
Marino,
full circle,
Marina,
man. Full
Marina,
circle.
Marina coming back to the bridge.
If we're at
That'll
home,
be
man,
some great shit.
he's gonna get an ovation. He's gonna get a
Hell yeah.
crazy ovation when he walks out there. He deserves it.
But
Congratulations to him. The special one, Jose. He's always gonna have special place in the Chelsea supporters' hearts. Premier League titles.
right.
I mean, first season doing it. I mean, the undefeated streak for 3 years, 82 or 87 games undefeated at home for like 3 or 4 seasons. Like, I mean, the man did some amazing things here. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? And happy
Yeah,
that
but
he got a job, which we all knew. It wouldn't be good for him. He would have been without a job. So
right. But beside the
props to him.
loss, beside all of that performance, the disappointment, and shooting ourselves in the foot, like you say, ain't you excited? Chelsea's back to the Champion League, bro. I know I am. I mean, at least I got something else to look up
Champions
to
League,
watch.
yeah,
So it
man.
is
It's
instead of
great,
sitting
man.
here watching some other
That's why
bullshit team.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's great to finally be able to hear that UEFA anthem at the bridge
Right.
again, blowing through the speakers. As we walk out there again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great feeling to be able to hear that out for so many years. But we've shown again that be we are. They can't keep us down for long,
Right.
and we're gonna great thing. We're just gonna get
Breaking up.
gonna bounce back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see that.
No, okay. Yo,
But
but before we
yep,
get out of here, man, I know I didn't get your take on the Brentford game, the 2-2 game in the Premier League, the crazy starting lineup that Enzo Maresca started with. And I know me and you last episode we spoke about how Brentford is not gonna be easy team because they never made it easy for us. And
yeah, I
again and
mentioned
again, it's the Premier League, nothing's easy.
that fact.
Give me a quick take on that, brother.
Fact.
Can you hear me?
Oh man, I mean, I was kind of disappointed, man, especially at the end. Yeah, I can hear you. I mean, I was disappointed to be honest with you because we kind of could have walked out of there with the 3 points.
Right.
Late mistake at the back post. I feel like Garnacho should have been watching his man. That was
Sure.
his man to watch. But I mean, I also feel like the defender that was the other attacker that was with Reece James, he was in an offside position, and he reached out for the ball, with made Reece James also hesitate. Any other time I see that, I mean, if he's offside, you're interfering with the play. That
Right.
shouldn't have been allowed. But obviously, by higher power. The goal was allowed as whatever. I'm not going to sit here and whine about it. It is what it
No,
is. But I mean, I think the guys show fortitude coming back after going down 1-0 at first, and then coming back and putting up 2 goals. Casado with that just amazing goal. Like, as soon as I saw it, man, I was thinking of you. I was like, man, I bet you this guy
man,
is losing his shit
dude,
right
I
now.
was losing
Casado
my
scored a
mind, bro.
monster blaster, man. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, let's go. And I'm thinking, here's the winner. You know what I'm saying? Cole Palmer
Right.
scoring as well. So he's trying to get back into a scoring form, which we need. That would be great. Take some pressure off those guys out front, especially having the lack of them at this moment with the lap gone and Joao Pedro taking a nick here and there. You know what I'm saying? So having him taking some of the goal responsibility it will be great going forward.
I mean, personally, for me,
So
like,
I
I
was
wasn't
happy to see
disappointed. I wasn't
him
disappointed like individual players. I was more disappointed as a
defensive.
team. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the
So
team
I
facts.
wasn't much
More as a
disappointed
team.
individually. I
I
was
don't think
disappointed at
give
the
it.
team because
Said
when
it
it
was a
comes to
team.
defense, yeah, when he basically on defense is about team. Every man got to do the job. Now, my only thing is I got to be the bad guy again because I got to criticize another Chelsea player. This is not just about that game. Overall, for me as a captain, especially as a defender,
Hmm.
Reece James needs to learn how to organize the back line, especially in a situation like that. You are the captain. You know what I'm saying? You're more like the second coach. You know what I'm saying? Especially because you're on the field.
Yes.
Like when it comes down to as you being the captain and you a defender, you gotta learn how to organize your guys in the back line. You gotta make sure that everybody's is in position. I feel like he gotta be
I,
more vocal when it comes to that kind of situation. Because when you look at that, I'm looking at him
that's
like,
it.
yes, Garnacho got there late. He shouldn't even be where he was at because this is like freaking 90 plus minute to win the game. Get your ass in the box. You know what I'm saying? But Rich
Protect.
James need to focus more about,
Yeah, the
building
box and
that.
protect the back post.
Yeah, just be more vocal when it comes to
No,
these
I
situations
I
like that,
agree.
So
Mhm. That's a fact. I agree with you 100%. I feel like in certain points or certain times of the game where we need that captain or that guy
right,
to step up and come and be like, all right, we're down 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're winning 2-1. We're literally minutes away. Okay, you stand here, you stand here. Hey,
right,
instead of just watching your man watch that back post. That's very
yeah,
important. We're all facing the same direction. Anybody can sneak on that back post. And it was a throw in too. I'm like, bro, that shit got
exactly.
me mad as hell.
Now remember the
But
one before that,
that's the part that got me mad the most.
right? That's like the second time. Like the first time was a warning, and the second time is like, it
Seriously.
happens.
Yeah, I was like, I know you guys are watching the same game, and like you said, that's moments where Reece James should come up and be like, "Hey, we already seen this. We got super close the last time. They're gonna try the same thing, and last time they almost scored. So instead of you standing here, let's move
Right.
here, or let's move a little forward and make them go up. So if they behind us, they're gonna be offside. So we're gonna have to force them to move up. But
Yeah.
I mean, once again, I'm expecting more from my captain. It's still the beginning of the season.
Yeah. We
And I'm
cool.
just
We
hoping he
good,
gets
man.
better with the communication. Right?
Definitely. Because, we can't get we definitely can't go 10 point behind Liverpool or Arsenal. I don't see,
Yeah,
I mean, but hey,
right.
we still got a lot of football to play. We still got a lot more drama coming because the other league cups are coming up.
Oh man,
Hopefully, Enzo Maresca learn. It's not about resting players. It's about knowing when to rest the players. Because right now everybody's still trying to
when the rest of
gel.
them,
You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So if everybody trying to gel, man, let's see the starting 11 start the game. Then whatever happens in the second half, that you start making your subs. But just to go bring in this
Absolutely.
guys, Fufana haven't played in 6, 7 months. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some of the players who just got here. Like bro, we still, I don't know what you're thinking about, dude, man. We're still not that.
Yeah, man, that's a fact.
Don't let the Club World Cup shit fool us. Yes, we
Yeah,
we
we're
are
not we're
happy,
not in cahoots, man.
right? But John, man, I
Yeah, we
appreciate
had
you
it,
for being
but
here, brother, man. I don't want to
like
hold
you
you in for too
said,
long.
we
Go ahead, my bad.
brought a lot. Not you good, but more. I was just we're just gonna make a point to what you were saying. Like I completely agree. A lot of the players that we have that we bought were not there during the Club World Cup, so we didn't get a chance to see them or then be able to gel with some of the starting 11. So by
Right.
then you throwing them in there in those kind of positions at those kind of certain points where they've never been there, you know, mistakes will happen. You
Fact.
know, so like you said, man, start with with your best 11, the one that's been working, and then you tweak it in the second half. Or unless you see something drastic that needs to happen in the first half, which we usually doesn't happen, then you make your subs in the second half, and you
Right.
go out there with your most strongest, most, the team that has the most confidence to be able to play with each other.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. I'm
Man,
just
I just
babbling
hope
now
Lavia
because I'm
come
just
back
like
this
Jesus
weekend
Christ.
healthy against Manchester United. And I know he's not gonna get into game shape
Yes,
anytime soon, but Lavia coming back instead of using Reece James and Casado in the role that Reece James played today, we could actually see Malagusto be like, okay, bro, it's time for you to get back to the Jets, man. Sit on the bench here for a minute and come back in the
yes, man.
second half
You
and
gotta
push it.
love your
You
injury.
know, but I think
Absolutely,
that
man.
I
I
think
agree
that
100%.
yeah, but I do believe the injury has set us back a little bit. We're not gonna use that as an excuse. By Munich, congratulations, you guys got this, and yeah, show us what a world class players
Facts.
could do when you give them the opportunity to show why they playing for a club like Bayern Munich, man. But fellas, thank you guys for watching Bala Sport, man. I appreciate you so much, and John, appreciate you as always,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Let's go, you Blues, man. Next game, that's what matters, man.
Come
This
on,
game
man.
is
You
in
look
the past
forward.
now.
Yeah, right. We look forward now, man.